Yo, it's Bert Lepore from Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, and I'm here with Mickey Rat and Alex Fizz from As We Become Ghost.
Going on.
Yeah,
Going
and if
on,
you
man.
haven't heard about the show January 21st, then you don't know either one of these guys. Because they have been working their asses off. I mean, really working their asses off, like more than I ever seen in a long time. So they deserve to have a pack house this night, definitely. I think you guys deserve to have a great record release party. I think he's put together a good lineup. I know he's got, I know he's got some secrets in the bag here, some fun stuff, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see you guys live. I mean, I've been on this little trip with Mickey for a couple years now. You know, when Mickey started doing this, we reached out to each other, and I think I talked to him about when he had the run, and I was like, dude, wow. What a friggin' great song. And we kind of been in contact for mutual friends. We're both friends with Frank, the bass player.
Yeah.
So we've been talking back for a while, but I know this is a project that he, and if anybody knows Mickey's a perfectionist. He could have flew with this 2 years ago and was like, nah, when it's ready, it'll be ready. And, he did the right thing, and he really waited till he got the right guys and put together a hell of a lineup. You got Alex, dude. I'm listening to this record, man. I'm probably going to say it 1,000 times as we talk. The cool guitar, not even the solo stuff, just the cool little pretty overlays. Dynamite, man. Fucking, that's my favorite part of the guitars are the overlays. The overlays are beautiful, especially during the choruses and stuff. It has a nice build up. Everything really, you guys know how to put together a song, and I know Mick for a long time. Mick won't lead you on how good he is at doing it. He's pretty damn good at doing it. He can craft a song, So we have, if I'm saying his name right, Stefan Gregor on bass. Yep. Is that right? Okay. And we have Jelly. I always say Johnny Callahan, but it's not Johnny Callahan. It's Johnny Callan, right? Johnny Callan. For some reason, I always want to put that H in there. I don't know why, but Johnny Callan on drums. And Johnny's been around the scene for a long time, right? He's played with some bands around here, right?
Who, Johnny?
Yeah. He's been around for a while, right?
Yeah. Johnny's been around a while. He's been around a real long time. He mostly did cover bands.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, that's cool. So, did you know Stefan and Johnny beforehand, Mick?
I did. Stefan actually came into the group first years ago, like about 3-4 years back, and we were searching for guitar player and drummer, and Alex came along after that, and that's when we knew we had gold.
Dude.
Forget about like whether I can sit in my bedroom and craft this song when sitting with like Alex and crafting a song is a whole different thing. Like we speak musically extremely well.
That's good, man. To find that kinship, that partnership, you know what I mean? It's big. It's big.
Yeah. And we have that with all four of these guys. These are the four members that like we've been searching for. When you said like, yeah, I could have done this a couple of years ago and just put it out or something like that. Alex was in the band at that time too, and Alex refused to put it out as well. That stuff you heard back then. Yeah, we're all four perfectionists, and we're like, it's not right till it's right. It's not ready till it's ready. We could just throw it out there, but like, we have a bigger plan than that. Collectively, and so when Alex came along, like we speak together musically very, very well, and I know you had Seems Like Tuesday on, and I listened to that interview. It was a great interview, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And I love those guys. And I go way back with Pete McGregor, and Stefan goes back with Billy, so like things like that. And, they were talking about like, they just write songs to write songs that, it doesn't have to be in a category where it fits perfectly or this, that. They write a good song and they write a good song. Put it where you want it. It's a good song. Mm-hmm. Listen to it if you love it. And, Alex came along, and it was just like, he was the guitar player that I was looking for a long, long time. He crafts his solos the proper way. If I'm playing something rhythmically, he overlays it with chords that I would do, without ever asking him to do it, but he does it even way better than I would have asked in the first place. Right. Without even he just knows. And like when I'm playing something or he's playing something, I kind of know what to fall into place. And we allow each other, not just Alex and I, but the whole band allows each other to, craft their parts and become part of the song,
Sure.
So it's
Sure.
very cool.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
start off, like anything, you start off, even the way we do stuff, it's like you start off with a skeleton of something. Say if it's me and Damien starting it out, and then we put our kind of thing on. It's never done totally. The idea's there, and then we'll send it out to everybody else. I mean, the new stuff that we're working on, that's when we'll talk about that on Friday. But the new stuff we're working on kind of has that thing where the first two things we did were more me and him, and then we had, a special guest. And some of them guys played on stuff, but this new thing is more, kind of like they're in the fold now. It's not just us. Now it's everybody. You're a unit now, So no, dude, going back, like I said, the first tune I heard was The Run, and I'm going to get to it when we go through these songs, but you're hooked from that fucking beginning. You're hooked. You're in before Mickey even says anything. You're in. It's got that thing. Whatever that thing is, it's that thing. It's got it, which is huge, man. It's huge. So Al, so you met up with Mickey. I know the story. You came into Tattoo Parlor and you seen the Randy Rhoads tattoo, and that was it, right? That was the deal.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
I went in there. I had known a friend who was going to him for tattoos, and he recommended him. So I set up an appointment and everything. When I went in there, he asked if there's anything he had to work around, and so I pulled this out and I showed him. He's like, "You got to play guitar, right?"
I love it.
Yeah. Then we just started talking about music, and he started playing some of the songs he had already written, some of the demos that he made. I really liked them, and I think he sent them to me, and I just started kind of messing with him immediately, and doing a couple things and sending it back to him, and then we ended up starting to get together, and I actually started learning the songs really more. Yeah,
actually, and I'm only going to cut you off quick because I want you to do a lot of talking tonight. Yeah, we'll see if that happens, right?
Yeah, no. Okay.
No. So I gave him a song that I was working on at the time, Overcome. And it only took him a day or two, and he sends me back this freaking solo that I was just like, I shit my pants, literally. It was like, what? Like, oh my God, like that. Yes, more, yes. And that solo is the exact solo that's in the song now. I mean, it's
nice.
Like everything that he's brought, even to the older stuff that I only had a couple songs on demo, really, just to seek out members. But he came along and changed the whole face of it. You know what I mean? And just put the magic in it that needed to be there to be the level that we are.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the overlays, man, for me, because, we listen to stuff different than the common person who don't play. So, as I'm listening to it, I'm thinking the writing thing, and I'm thinking I'm hearing the overlay. I'm like, man, that's sweet. Like that little overlay part during the chorus. And I'm like, it's got a nice build up. Like that's the shit that I enjoy. I enjoy the layers, you know what I mean? And I listened to your interview on Philly Rock with Kevin and John. That was a great interview, by the way. I loved it. It was great. I was laughing my ass off. It was really good. And you were talking about, the overlays that you guys worked your ass off to be able to do those overlays and the background vocals, which, by no feat is ever easy, to have 3-4 guys singing with you and matching up. It's tough, And dude, so I'm really looking forward to, I've been following this project, I wouldn't say since you started, but I've been following the project with Mickey since I've seen it on the net, and it's been a work. He's been working on it, and I'm excited to hear it live. I haven't seen these guys live yet, so. And I know Nicky. I've seen Mickey. We go back in the club days and stuff, and he's always good. He played bass, he sang. I think he played guitar. Pretty much does everything. Plays keyboards, which I didn't know you played keys, Mick. So I was like, oh shit, Mick's got the keyboard thing going on too. It's nice. So
I play enough to write a song.
Hey, dude, that's all that counts, man. I play 3 chords. I have no clue what I'm doing, and they fix it.
I can fake it on. I can fake it on any instrument, but
you pull it off.
I know I can pick up any instrument and write a song with it. Put it that way.
Yeah.
And make some sort of sense out of it and hear something.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that's what I like about
that's-
what I've heard. I haven't heard two songs yet on the record. I haven't heard the song "Believe," and I haven't heard the song these guys were talking about the other night that I mentioned, "The Kingdom of Two." Is that the one with the crazy solo in it? Was that the tune?
Alex, you want to take that?
No, it's not the one with the crazy solo, but there's a really cool bridge part in there.
Yeah, I think it's talking about the moment, right?
The
Yeah, the
moment.
moment.
Oh,
is
that's
the one
this
where,
moment.
that's the best song
solos.
off the record for me so far. So far, the moment is just
Yeah,
fucking-
that's the toughest one for me.
that's what, dude. That's
You
song.
nail it every time, though, Alex.
Dude, no, I tried, but that was when I sat there and I wrote probably at half speed,
Yeah.
and then I still was like, yeah, I didn't do that to myself, man.
No,
It
that's
works.
good though, man. But like I said, the songs I listened to them today, man, and the songs are really crafted. I'm gonna go through the songs if you guys don't mind. Overcome, if you guys want to talk about Overcome, it's a cool, straightforward rocker. The verse chugs along with a nice bridge, a huge catchy chorus. So yeah. So who came up with Overcome? Who wrote that one?
Initially, I kind of wrote some of the stuff, but you know, we got together and kind of hashed that one out, Alex and I.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah,
Stefan got together with me early on with that as well. But yeah, we pretty much hashed that all out together. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Was that one? That wasn't one of the original demos, was it?
It wasn't one of the original demos. It was one of the ones I was working on when you guys were coming in, when you were coming
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And that's the one I was sending you as a demo.
And then like we were talking about this moment, man, phew, it's like I said right now, it's my favorite tune so far that I heard on the record. It's all there. It's all there. The keyboards.
Yeah.
Mickey, I don't even know if Mickey even listens to this band, but if you listen to either Hell Yeah or some Mudvayne,
Sure.
Chad Gray, the singer Chad Gray, my favorite thing that he does is when he kind of sings in a slow, prettier voice. And when I hear this, I'm going, oh my God, it reminds me of Chad Gray. I'm like, this is fucking
that's
great.
cool.
Oh, dude, it's just the certain phrasing and I love the vocals on that tune. Love the vocals on that tune.
When the song first started coming together, it was just piano and some vocals, and I sent it to the guys, and we weren't sure if we were just going to kind of just keep it like that, and I was going to continue on just kind of working it out as like a solo kind of thing like that.
Mhm.
And then when everyone was like, you know what, like let's try to put a composition to this and put it together. And I am so happy that that's the way it went, man. Cause like Alex's lead stuff in that is just like one of my favorite things on the planet, you know? I mean, if you listen to that song, and I don't care if you don't even like rock, if you listen to that song and you can't dig that, man, then like,
No,
there's something wrong with your ears.
It's got the it factor in it. It definitely has the it factor. It's got that something, whatever that is. Something is, it's there, you know?
Yeah.
And Trapped in the Echoes, you got a ton of hits on Trapped in the Echoes on that Spotify. That's definitely a radio tune. I could hear that on any station, really. That's
yeah, absolutely.
That's definitely the radio tune. And it's got a lot of hits. It's doing well on Spotify. Butterfly Fades, super cool intro. First thing I heard, hit me right off the bat. I'm like, wow, that's a pretty damn good intro. I'm like, pretty cool. Big chorus, nice guitar chops in it. The overlays fucking dynamite in that also. I'm gonna keep mentioning the overlays because I love the overlays. The little guitar overlays are fucking. It's, you know, if people that do know how to write a song, it's all that little stuff that makes the stuff. You know, if me and Mickey are doing this thing, it's you guys in the back building that build up to make us. You know what I mean? To make us come alive, kind of deal. So all that overlays brings tension. It brings something, you know, it's powerful, man. It's really good stuff. And it's
Alex
tasteful.
is good at that.
It's tasteful because a lot of guys are, you know, they just do whatever. It's tasteful stuff. It's almost having like a second melody. Well, it is a second melody, really. It's having another melody on
the whole point. The whole point to all that is not one person shining out as a star. It's four people shining as one big bright star.
Sure.
Right.
To make
So
the song shine out.
Each person, what they're doing and what they're playing is only lending to the song. It's not lending to their own ego or to themselves.
You're playing for the
And
sake of
that's
the song. Yeah.
We're playing for the sake of the song, and everything we do, it's not even just musically, everything we do visually, or like, you know, when we think of how we're going to go about doing things, it's like lending itself to the whole, not to self, and I'm completely blessed to have these guys in my life, man, because they all think just alike in in that sense, and we're all about the big picture, man. We're not just trying to just rush out, man. We're trying to walk out slow and just and explode.
Sure. I think all three bands playing tonight are in the same boat, in the sense that we don't need 1,000 gigs. We just need good gigs, are the ones that count, or ones we really want to play. That's it. I think we're all at the age bracket that we can pick and choose at this point. We don't have to play nothing against the other, any bar, but we don't have to play the corner bar. We don't have to do that at this point. We just do what we want to do at this point, which is fun. Yeah. Cause I'm so past. Oh, let's just play to play. I don't want to just play to play. There's going to be some kind of,
we can do that in our garage.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. But,
tell them about the garage, Alex. It's cooler than most clubs we play.
Yeah, we've shown people some videos and pictures of in there of just little snippets of when we're rehearsing, and people automatically ask, where's that at? What venue? What bar is that at?
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys did the Ghostbusters video in there, and it was It was dynamite. It looked great. The
Alex
lights
put
were
that
going
together in 3 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that
was
you guys.
quick.
I love that you guys went all out for that video. I was like, it was so not what I was going to expect. I was like,
it was literally
right.
That was the point. Yeah.
It was literally, we learned the song in 25 minutes, right? Alex hit us up and he said, instead of rehearsal tonight, let's do this. And we're like, we got all this shit to do for this upcoming show and everything. And he's like, I'm telling you, we're doing this. And we're like, okay, we're doing that. So we got in here. I had big poster board sized words written so I could see what was going on, because I didn't even know the words. And how many times have I heard that song in my life, right? But we learned it in 25 minutes. We just threw on some makeup haphazardly.
It looked great.
Then,
it looked great.
Then we did it, and then Alex took it home and edited the whole thing and put in the graphics on it stuff, and threw it out there. How long did that take you, Alex? I mean,
I remember I wanted to get it done by 7 o'clock or something the next night, and I got home from work at 4:30. But I was rushed. I was doing it throughout the day and everything, so it took me a couple hours. But I threw it together quick, but it came out pretty good, I think.
It was fun, man. Yeah.
That's it. The most important thing of the whole thing was it looked like you guys had a blast doing it, which came across.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
It came across.
We were talking about that the other night. We're not the band. We don't want to be that tough guys who are standing up with the cool brick wall and with the mean mugs on our face. We want to we want to smile. We want to this. We're having a good time, man.
Yeah,
this is fun. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of photographs of us laughing and just having a good time, and that's what we want to show people.
Personality.
We don't want to show them,
man. Yeah,
that because it's a contrast to what you would think we are by looking at our Reaper logo or whatever.
Right.
And people go, these guys are probably a little too heavy for me.
Right.
Until they hear us and they're like, what? I totally didn't expect that.
Going back to the rest of the record here, Firefly, another solid, catchy tune, man. And I knew that's been around for a little bit. That was one of your early ones, right, Mick?
No, that wasn't an early one.
Alex
and I actually put that together over a couple of writing sessions. He had some ideas. I had some ideas. Something we were goofing around with a while ago, and we kind of brought back. And he was writing that lick, that the whole intro part.
Mm-hmm.
That's also the outro guitar part. And then the other stuff just kind of fit in with it, and we crafted it together and brought it to the guys. So
well, and and I spoke about the Run before. I love the Run. That was the first song I heard, and I was like, oh shit, Mickey's got something great going on. The words are dynamite. The words are good. Same thing with This Moment. The words, man, just so good. I like the In the Run. where it kind of picks up, and then as it's picking up after the chorus, it's still kind of picking up going into the verse again. I like that, where it's not like the first verse. It's slightly different than the first verse. It picks up a little.
We work with Derek Chafin. Derek Chafin is our producer engineer for
Nice.
Barn Sound Studios. He's out in Melbourne area now. He used to be in Newtown Square in media.
Okay,
But he, we give him a lot of credit for making sure that like all that stuff, and he puts in these extra things and these flares of production that take us to a new level, right? But the cool thing was when we brought him our first batch of songs, like usually he has to take a band, listen to their songs, and go. Then he has like some suggestions, and so he goes, "There's nothing I would really change here."
Right.
He goes, "You guys know how to craft a song,
right?
You know how to compose it, craft it, arrange it, to keep building the excitement, and then all the embellishment stuff is what he does to it, and then we have to take that embellishment stuff, go back into the rehearsal studio, and make sure we can do all that embellishment stuff.
Sure, yeah,
the way the album reads. So
sure.
It's fun. It's challenging.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Well, it's almost like relearning or putting something extra on that wasn't there, and like, oh shit, wait, that's there now. We gotta make sure we put this part in or something like that. And that's
but everybody in
this
band, everybody in this band lends their part to that subtle, slowly building. The first verse is slightly different than the second for some reason. It just continues to progress and progress and progress into this, the grand finale of the song, where it can, then it crescendos and sometimes it falls back down and becomes dissonant again, like the end of the run. Right. The end of the run is exactly like the beginning of the run. It's the exact same line as the very beginning line. It kind of like leaves you on this emotional lull. Yeah. You know what I mean? After you just had this great high from it. So
right. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I still haven't heard 2 songs, but as far as what I heard with the record, it's really, really solid. It's something that I would listen. This is my type of stuff. I mean, I'm more in this ballpark. This may be a little heavier, but this is pretty much my ballpark. Kind of like
sure.
Like the Shine Downs and stuff like that. And
we love the Monte Carlo stuff.
Oh, thank you.
We love the Monte Carlo stuff.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We love the Society RX stuff. We love, lots of stuff you've been in over there.
Thank you.
Oh, when I first, I don't know if you remember this, man. When I first decided to start trying to get back into music, it was about 11 years ago or something like that. And I played bass for Leanne at the Stabbin' Fest, and you guys were the headliners that night.
I didn't know you played with her. I didn't. I must not know. I must not talk to you that night. But I remember Leanne.
I'm going to send you a picture. I look like a total fucking goofball, man. And I'm up there, and I just decided to start playing again, so I picked up a bass. And Larry the Kid called me up and said, "Hey, man, would you be interested in playing bass?" And it was me, him, and Jimmy Whip was playing guitars, and Jimmy Whip just learned the stuff like a day and a half before that, and we went out and played that shit.
Yeah,
but it was a trip, and I was like, I remember Albert way back. Well, I remember you way back from RPM and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I remember you I was like, damn, that's right. He played the Stabbin' Fest as well.
Yeah, I didn't know you played that. Yeah. Oh my God. That's crazy. Because she was good, man. I mean, I don't know what they're doing now. Were they doing like something called the 1-2s or something? Or that's not somebody.
Yeah.
Or is that her?
Last I heard, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I remember her being real good though. I remember the band being good. But I haven't seen you probably so long before that. I probably didn't even recognize you, like you said.
But
going back,
we really like your guys' stuff,
Oh, I appreciate it. I definitely do. Going back to, I don't know if Mickey's going to remember this, but I break his balls a little bit all the time because I love this cover version of it. But we played the Middle East together back in the day. I was in a band called Grin, and he was in Monkey Finger. Remember the Middle East? Do you remember that place? Yeah. And
was that the night that I was like laying on the stage pouring beer over my head and couldn't really remember any of my words?
I must have missed that one. I might not have been there for that one.
Yeah, I remember it was the second floor, I believe, at the Middle East, and I just remember like being so shitty drunk and just pouring beer over my head, and I was like, "This is all you got to do to be a rocker in the grunge era,"
Yeah. No, I must have missed that, but I remember Mickey used to do an awesome cover of One Way or Another from Blondie. I fucking loved it. The dude was. You remember doing? I'm sure you got to remember doing that, right?
I do. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. So
Frank Stevens was in the band at the time.
yes, yeah, Frankie, 'cause we knew Frankie. Yep. That's how I met you. I knew you from RPM, but you guys were in such a level ahead of us at RPM when you were in Cheap Thrills. Like you guys were doing all the big stuff. We were kids. And I got to know you better once Frankie started playing because we knew Frank. So then that's how I kind of was able to talk to you. Because before that would be like high and by. I mean, Mickey looked like Bobby Dole back in the day from Poison. He looked totally different. You would never know it's the same dude, right?
True.
Yeah, it was great. Mickey used to sing the backing vocals with a cigarette in his mouth the whole bit. It was great. Good times to Yo Mick. We all been through that. Good times, man. So
absolutely,
it's amazing to think because I only reconnected with Mickey probably like Mick said like 10, 11 years ago. It's amazing how much you go, oh shit, like how small of a world it is. And like, okay, so I haven't seen someone in so long, but it's like we've seen each other last week, it doesn't matter. It all clicks together.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it was a lot of they were pretty damn big at the time, man. They were doing some cool stuff. They were managed by the guys from RPM, and yeah, it was cool. It was definitely a fun time. It was a good learning experience for us because we were just learning how to go in and record and do all that stuff, and that place was a lot of fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. So you guys got this big show coming up. You're busting your ass getting tickets sold, and you're really pushing hard on the internet. And like I said, when's the record? Well, when's the record officially come out? Saturday? It officially comes out Saturday. Okay. Will it be on Spotify and all that soon?
Yep. Yeah, I have it set to release that day. So I think technically you could listen to that on the way to the show if you want.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. I haven't seen these live yet. And like I said, he's really worked hard.
Alex is working really, really hard. we're all working really hard in our own ways, but Alex, I was telling this on Philly Rock Radio as well. Alex, really took the driver's seat as far as like putting this stuff together. Alex and I sat down and we came up with the concept of how we wanted to do a lot of things for the future of this band and the scene in general, how we think things would work. And he took it to a whole new level. Like while putting this whole thing together, he's come up with certain concepts and things like that, that I hadn't thought of. We definitely went back to some old school thinking of certain things, reaching people one by one, talking to fans individually. But Alex has really, really worked his ass off, and like just with all like the logistics stuff and like Eventbrite and putting ticket sales together and being able to track that stuff and having advances for the bands and advances for like stage plotting for like the club and making sure things go seamless and just all that stuff and
promotions and videos.
Yeah, man.
Like images. There's been a lot of self-teaching, which I'm good. That's how I learned guitar, so I guess I'm okay at it.
Yeah.
But I've taught myself a lot over the past few months, and it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah.
So
but he's really excelling at it, man, and it's really helped this whole project and helped this big event that's coming up really come to fruition. So we're really psyched, man. I just want to thank Alex for really jumping in the driver's seat with that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's going to be a good show, that we've gotten so many people to come out, because it proves that all the work that we've put into it it's worth it, and it's possible to do the things we're doing and get a bunch of people out. It takes a lot of work, but it's going to be a really good night, really good show.
Yep.
I mean, even besides from the stuff that I've been doing, the show that we're going to present to everybody is also extremely next level for something you'd see around the scene. So
nice. Good.
It's gonna be exciting.
Hopefully everybody they'll see it and up their game. That'll be good for everybody.
That's what I want. I want to do more shows with bands who really like. Sometimes you go to clubs and they don't want opening acts outshining a headliner. I'd welcome a challenge.
Sure.
I want it to be
makes you
like
play better. Makes you want to play better. Yeah.
Who can bring more people? Who wants to bring their own gear? As long as the club allows it and use it and put on the best show. If you can outshine somebody by what you can bring, then by all means do it, because that's what's going to bring people out and make everything better in the long run.
Yeah, I rather.
It's not even necessarily as well. I mean, I agree with Alex wholeheartedly, but it's not even for the fact of trying to outshine them. It's for the fact that we've worked our asses off and put this whole show together. And that's how we want the world, or even 3 people, if there was only 3 people in that audience, to perceive us and see us. We don't want to have to dumb that shit down because we're worried about hurting somebody's fucking feelings because they didn't bring their show.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
they're just going to kind of come along and half-ass it. Not saying that's the case, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
you know, and then they get upset because like you brought all these props and geysers and, you know, your show runs seamless with like 3 or 4 song blocks before you like even talk to the crowd, you know, like when you put it together, man, and stream it and make it like a big, gigantic rock show just on a smaller level.
Mhm.
It's, you know, then people get upset and you're like, well, you know, where's your show? Why didn't you bring your show?
Yeah. Well,
You're like, isn't
We're
this
not
the
trying
point?
to outshine you.
Isn't this
it's
the
like
point of what we're
anything.
doing? You know?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
anything. It's you get what you put into it. That's, you know, you get what you put into it. It's exactly, you put the work into it, and you know, it usually works out. And if you don't put the work in it, you can tell. I definitely am.
It's gonna be a great show.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
just to mention that Alex and we finally got confirmation that they definitely will have the game on
good.
for
Yes.
those diehard
Yeah.
sports fans, that they won't miss that. But like, hey, come out there, you know what I mean? You can check on the game and watch a great show. Win or
Sure.
lose, it doesn't matter.
And there's gonna be
You
a
know-
lot of good food there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be an awesome time. So it's going to be January 21st, this Saturday coming up. Dude, I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys. I'm looking forward to see Seems Like Tuesday. I'm hoping we bring it. I'm hoping we're okay also. And I'm looking forward to 3 bands who don't play all the time out. You know what I mean? So this is pretty cool. You got 3 bands that you ain't going to see every weekend. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we all don't play every weekend. When we all play, it's
Be a special
for a
show.
reason. Yeah. Cool, man. As we become Ghost this Saturday, bringing the big show to the Union Firehouse. Mickey, thank you so much. Alex, thank you guys so much. I love the record. I can't wait to get it Saturday night. I want to get a t-shirt. You guys are going to have merch, of course, there. You're going to have a bunch of merch, right? Yeah. So I think Alex even has you got the QR thing and all, right? Are you guys taking Venmo and stuff like that, or have you played around with that?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we'll be taking Venmo and cash. We're gonna have our t-shirts that we've normally had at other shows there for purchase. But we also have a whole new online store. We'll have QR code set up to take you to that if you want to browse while you're at the show, and we have a lot on there. And also there's going to be a promo code for the store for that day. Just the word record release, and you're gonna get 10% off
Nice.
throughout the night of the show.
Are you guys doing any special bundle if you get a CD and a shirt or anything like that? Or
Maybe, might.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'm looking to see if I
fully
can get a
discussed
deal
it.
over here. I'm looking for a deal.
Our merch guy Bob will make sure you get a deal. Don't you
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
about
All right, Bob. It's going to cost me money, ain't it, Bob?
it.
It'll be worth
He'll
it.
make
though.
sure you walk away with 2 more items that you weren't
Then
expecting.
what
to
I
buy.
That's
right. That sticker looks
You'll
really
feel like you got a
nice.
deal
get
until you walk
t-shirt.
away.
Yeah. Wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
happened?
I had
Where's my
$100.
wallet?
I mean, what just happened?
But what Alex was mentioning about the QR code, that night of the show, for I guess it's 24 hours or whatever, or however many, how many hours?
Maybe until like 2 a.m.
All right. So during that show, you can click on that QR code and go look at the merch store, and everything on the merch store will be 10% off. Is that correct?
Yes.
With that promo code?
You just have to enter that promo code at checkout. Record
Release,
all
all
one word, lowercase record release.
Awesome.
Yep.
And it'll probably be available Friday on Spotify, would be my guess, if you have Spotify. So if you want to get ahead,
I had it set for the 21st. Sometimes I've noticed, like, if I had it set for like at night, like say if I wanted to set it for 7 at night, sometimes it ends up on Apple Music like earlier in the day or something like that. So
yeah, because the release day, I think the release day is usually that. I guess as far as I know, it's Friday. So hopefully Friday or early Saturday when it comes out, on your way to the gig, listen to the new record. Get used to the tune. So when you hear them live, you can rock out. And it's going to be an awesome gig. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys Saturday. And yeah, man, let's make it happen, man. We'll see you guys soon.
all right.
Rock on, bro.